Dear friends, have you ever wondered if there are secrets that we should never reveal, even to those closest to us? Throughout the rise and fall of powerful individuals, kingdoms and empires have often been protected by single secrets, which have served as both shield and sword. But what if there are secrets so important that they should never be revealed to anyone? The ancient Stoics knew about these secrets and practiced the discipline of silence and discretion to protect themselves from harm and maintain dignity. In this video, we reveal 10 topics that you should keep secret as a Stoic and never reveal to anyone. Stoicism, with its ancient philosophy of integrity and sobriety, holds the key to silence. As we reflect on these, and we find peace in non-disclosure, join us in exploring the true power of guarding inner secrets and walking the silent path between wisdom and non-disclosure. Have you ever kept personal grievances in silence to avoid soul-crushing disruptions? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts on these secrets that need to be guarded. In the modern world, where personal information and feelings are often widely shared on social media platforms, the ancient Stoics practiced the discipline of silence and discretion to protect important secrets from being revealed. These secrets not only helped them maintain their dignity, but also protected them from unnecessary harm. In this article, we will explore 10 secrets that the Stoics advised not to reveal to anyone. 1. Silent battles. Each of us has our own silent battles that we face every day. It could be anxieties, sadness, or personal challenges that we never want to reveal to others. These battles are interwoven from personal challenges and struggles, often with great power. They not only shape our perspective, but also push us to our limits, where we discover our true strength. There was a time when I faced a silent battle. It was when I was working on a big project at a company. Pressure of work was increasing and I started to feel that I could not bear it. Every day at work, I had to put on a happy face, but inside there was constant fatigue and anxiety. I did not want to share this with colleagues or even friends, because I was afraid that they would not understand and might misjudge my abilities. In the most difficult times, I realized that there are things that not everyone listens to and understands the depth of us. Sometimes, sharing these silent stories requires caution. A close friend who has known me for a long time and has always been there for me in my most difficult moments once said, "Not everyone is worthy of your trust. Be careful who you confide in." It is so true. Choosing who you confide in is a privilege, and you need to be careful to only share with people you trust. That close friend is the only person I can open up to, share all the worries and fears I'm going through. She not only listens, but also understands what I am feeling, not judging, but instead empathizing and supporting. One time, I remember spending a long evening confiding in her about the pressures of work. She listened, did not interrupt, simply was there with me. After I had said everything in my heart, I felt much lighter. She advised me to take things one step at a time and not to put too much pressure on myself. That advice really helped me get through the tough times and regain my confidence. These silent battles can be a testament to our resilience. They are personal badges of honor, which we should hold on to and cherish. While it is human nature to seek comfort in others, remember that not everyone will hear the depth of your song. Sometimes the music of your struggles is best appreciated in the quiet haven of your own heart. When we struggle with our thoughts, weighed down by burdens, the world is currently oblivious to it. Does this mean we should bottle things up? No. But it is about discerning who to confide in and when. Choosing to reveal these battles is a privilege, and one should be careful to only share with those who have earned the privilege of your trust. Number 2, voices of doubt. There is always a whisper of uncertainty and self-doubt in our minds. These voices can appear at moments when we feel most vulnerable, when faced with important decisions or new challenges. It may be a whisper of anxiety, doubt about our abilities, or a fear of failure. These voices not only undermine our confidence, but can also hinder our growth and progress. However, shouting out these insecurities can leave us vulnerable to the opinions of others. The world around us, with its diverse perspectives and opinions, sometimes cannot fully understand what we are going through. Oversharing our worries and doubts can lead to judgment, even criticism, from those who do not understand our situation. That's why the Stoics understood that facing these inner dialogues and working through them in silence can be a transformative experience. My own story is a testament to this. When I decided to change careers from a stable job to a completely new field, I had to deal with a lot of doubting voices in my mind. Am I good enough? What if I fail? These questions kept ringing, making me feel confused and anxious. At first, I tried to seek support from those around me, sharing my insecurities and worries. But not everyone understood and supported my decision. Some even advised me to keep my old job, thinking that my decision was too risky. But then, I realized that these doubting voices were not a bad thing. They are just part of the process of self-evaluation and preparation for major life changes. Instead of seeking validation from others, I began to learn to confront these voices in silence. I took time to reflect on my worries, ask myself why I felt that way, and what was really important to me. My deep understanding of myself became a healing balm for these voices. I began to realize that worries and doubts were not obstacles, but opportunities for me to question myself and be more prepared for the challenges ahead. Choosing who to confide in is a privilege, and one must be careful to share with only those I trust. In the process, I realized that there are some friends who truly understand and support my decision. They not only listen, but also give sincere and constructive advice. The conversations with them have helped me strengthen my faith and increase my confidence. But at the same time, I also learned to keep some worries to myself, to face and solve them by myself. In my journey of facing the voices of doubt, I learned that silence is not a weakness, but a strength. Silence helps me listen and understand myself better, thereby making better and more confident decisions. The voices of doubt are no longer enemies, but have become valuable teachers, helping me grow and become stronger every day. 3. Future plan. Keeping your future plans a secret can bring many extremely important benefits. One of the biggest benefits is protecting your ambitions. When you keep your plans private, you do not have to face negative opinions or unwanted interference from others. This helps you maintain motivation and confidence in your journey to realize your dreams. Take an example from my personal life. When I decided to start a new business, I kept my plans private to only a few close friends and family. I knew that if I made my plans public too early, I would face a lot of backlash. Some people might be skeptical about my chances of success, while others might try to give me feedback or even discourage me. By keeping my plans private, I avoided unnecessary pressure and was able to focus all my energy on developing the project. Keeping things private also gives you the freedom to adapt and change your plans without being constrained by other people's expectation. When you're on the road to achieving your dreams, things don't always go as planned. There will be times when you need to adjust or even completely change your original plan. If you're open about everything, each change will attract attention and sometimes judgment from others. But when you keep it private, you can freely make necessary changes without worrying about what others think. History has many examples of people who went public with their plans only to see them fall apart. Consider the life of Napoleon Bonaparte, an unparalleled military genius. His overconfidence in publicizing his strategic plans and underestimating his opponents led to painful defeats. The Battle of Waterloo is a classic example of how revealing too much can lead to a person's downfall. Similarly, in the modern business world, tycoons like Howard Hughes are known for keeping their projects secret. This secrecy has helped them maintain a competitive edge and stay ahead of the curve in their field. When you keep your plans secret, you maintain an element of mystery and unpredictability. This not only protects you from competition, but also creates a significant strategic advantage. In today's connected world, we are often tempted to announce our every intention on social media platforms. However, keeping your future plans private not only protects your ambition, but also gives you the freedom to adapt and change without external pressure. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "If a man does not know what port he is sailing to, there are no favorable winds." Hold on to your future, not out of fear or uncertainty, but because you understand the dynamics of the world. You are protecting the sanctity of your journey, ensuring that when the world witnesses your steps, they are steady, deliberate, and always moving forward. 4. The temptation of excessive comfort. In modern life, comfort and convenience are becoming the goal for many people. We seek ease and avoid difficulty. But the Stoics understood that too much comfort can be a dangerous temptation. They believe that challenging ourselves through secret walks into the unknown is necessary for personal growth and discovering the best version of ourselves. When I was a child, my father often took me on walks on forest trails. He always said that these journeys were not only to enjoy nature, but also to challenge ourselves. One time, we decided to climb a mountain near our house. The path was rough, rocky, and full of dense trees. I wanted to give up many times, but my father always encouraged me. "Keep going, son. Every step you take will make you stronger." His words were deeply engraved in my mind. With each step, I felt tired, but also perseverance and determination. As we reached the top of the mountain, a magnificent view opened up before me. I felt an indescribable happiness. Not only because of the view, but also because I had overcome a challenge that I had thought impossible. The Stoics believed that it was challenges like these that shaped us and created inner strength. They advised that taking secret walks into unfamiliar places was not only a way to train physically, but also to explore the soul. It could be waking up early every day to go for a run, or trying a new sport, or even traveling alone to a place we have never been before. Every time we step out of our comfort zone, we learn a lot about ourselves and the world around us. I remember another time when I decided to travel alone to an unfamiliar city. At first, I felt scared and lonely. There was no one around to share the moments, no acquaintances to lean on. But as the days went by, I started to feel stronger. I learned to be confident in interacting with strangers, finding my way, and even facing difficult situations. When I returned home, I felt much more mature. The Stoics understood that too much comfort can make us weak and vulnerable. They advised that challenging ourselves, whether it was secret walks or daily challenges, helps us become stronger and more resilient. Comfort should be a reward for effort, not the ultimate goal. In everyone's life, there are times when we need to face challenges to discover and grow ourselves. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Remember, it is the challenges we quietly accept that shape us and create inner strength. Secret walks into the unknown, where we find the best version of ourselves, will help us grow and become more resilient in life. 5. Weaknesses and flaws. Everyone has their own weaknesses and shortcomings, and this is completely natural. Weaknesses are not a sign of weakness, but a manifestation of our humanity. The important thing is not to hide or deny them, but to acknowledge and accept them as an integral part of ourselves. When we accept our weaknesses, we open up opportunities for personal growth and maturity. Think of a personal example. I recall a time when I faced my biggest weakness, my lack of confidence in public speaking. For a long time, I always felt anxious and nervous when I had to give presentations or speak in front of many people. This caused me to avoid many important opportunities in work and life. Instead of admitting this, I tried to hide it by refusing to participate in activities that required public speaking skills. However, this only made me feel more helpless and self-conscious. One day, I decided to face my fear. I started by taking communication skills classes and practicing speaking in front of a mirror. I also asked my friends and family for support to practice and get feedback. Gradually, I started to feel more comfortable speaking in front of a crowd. Although I still feel nervous, I have learned to control and overcome it. Admitting this weakness and working to improve it has helped me become more confident and opened up many new opportunities in my work and personal life. We need to understand that admitting our weaknesses does not mean we have to reveal them to everyone. In fact, keeping these weaknesses private and sharing them only with people we truly trust can help us protect ourselves from unnecessary hurt. These people can be family, close friends, people we feel comfortable sharing with. There's a famous story about President Abraham Lincoln, who was known for his steadfastness, outstanding leadership. Few people know that Lincoln struggled with depression throughout his life. Instead of making these struggles public, he kept them to himself and found a way to transform them into motivation to lead the country during the most difficult time. On the other hand, Julius Caesar, one of the great leaders of Rome, was betrayed by those he trusted the most. His blind trust and failure to recognize the weaknesses in his relationships led to his tragic death. These stories are valuable lessons about the importance of recognizing and dealing with our weaknesses carefully. In short, weaknesses and shortcomings are an integral part of being human. Acknowledging and accepting them not only helps us grow, but also strengthens us and protects us from unnecessary pain. Embrace and protect your weaknesses, as they are an important part of your personal growth journey. 6. Personal grievances. In my personal life, there are times when I feel insecure about my weaknesses. I remember when I first started my current job. The job required a lot of communication and public speaking skills, which I always found difficult. Every time I stood in front of people, I felt nervous and anxious, afraid that I would make mistakes and be judged. Instead of sharing these worries with my colleague, I chose to face them privately. I started to write down my feelings whenever I felt nervous. Writing down my thoughts helped me understand better the cause of my nervousness. I realized that my fear of being judged was not only from my current job, but also from my past experiences when I was criticized in public. Instead of letting this fear control me, I decided to face it. I took presentation skills courses and practiced speaking in front of the mirror every day. Gradually, I felt more confident and my communication skills improved significantly. However, it was important that I did not share this process with too many people. I kept my efforts and progress to myself, because I understood that not everyone could empathize and understand the difficulties I went through. Keeping this secret helped me focus on my personal growth without the pressure of other people's judgment. From my own experience, I understand that admitting and accepting our weaknesses is not only a sign of personal growth, but also a way for us to protect ourselves from unnecessary hurt. When we make our weaknesses public, we may receive sympathy and support from some people, but at the same time, we risk being taken advantage of or judged. Therefore, keeping our weaknesses to ourselves and working to improve them in silence can be a wise strategy. Moreover, admitting our weaknesses helps us become humble and realize that no one is perfect. Everyone has their own shortcomings, and accepting them is the first step to becoming stronger. Facing our weaknesses privately also helps us build our inner confidence. Instead of relying on external validation, we learn to judge ourselves fairly and not let the opinions of others affect our confidence. Ultimately, admitting and accepting our weaknesses helps us become more authentic to ourselves. We don't have to pretend to be strong or perfect in front of others. This authenticity not only helps us grow as individuals, but also creates more genuine connections with those around us. When we are authentic to ourselves, we attract people who share our values and build stronger relationships. So, admit and accept your weakness. Keep them to yourself and work on improving them in silence. This not only helps us protect ourselves, but it also helps us grow and become stronger in life. In life, each of us encounters personal grievances, feelings of dissatisfaction, frustration, because things don't go our way. The ancient Stoics learned to handle these grievances wisely, helping them maintain balance and mastery over themselves. Instead of venting their frustrations, they focus on solving the problem internally, thereby cultivating inner resilience. Imagine you are at work and encounter an unfair situation. A coworker receives praise for work that you have put in a lot of effort. Frustration and feelings of injustice begin to creep into your mind. For many people, the natural response is to vent on social media, complain to a friend, or confront the coworker directly. However, Stoics approach this differently. Instead of reacting immediately, they take time to reflect and ask themselves, what is really bothering me? Why do I feel it is unfair? Will confronting or complaining actually solve the problem or just make things worse? By asking these questions, they get to the root of their emotions and learn to control them. A concrete example is the story of Marcus Aurelius, one of the famous Stoic philosophers. As a Roman emperor, he faced countless injustices and difficult situations. Instead of getting angry or complaining, Marcus spent time writing in a journal and reflecting on his feelings. These reflections were later compiled into the famous book, Meditations. in which he shared lessons on how to deal with adversity and maintain peace of mind. In our daily lives, we can apply this philosophy by focusing on solving the problem internally instead of seeking external validation. When faced with a personal grievance, try writing down your feelings and reflecting on them. This will not only help you release your emotions, but also help you see the problem more clearly. I once experienced a similar situation. A project that I had put a lot of effort into was taken all the credit by a colleague. Initially, I felt very frustrated and wanted to confront my colleague. Instead, I decided to spend an evening reflecting and journaling. Through writing down my feelings and thoughts, I realized that confrontation was not helpful and only made our work relationship more strained. Instead, I chose to improve myself and continue working hard. As a result, I achieved greater success and felt proud of myself. The Stoics believe that staying calm and handling personal grievances wisely helps us develop inner balance and resilience. Learn to question and resolve issues internally, rather than venting and seeking external validation. This will not only help you maintain peace, but will also make you stronger and more resilient in life. Number 7. Personal achievement and success. The journey to find silent contentment. In modern life, we are often caught up in the cycle of proving our worth through achievements and successes. Whenever we achieve something, big or small, we tend to share it immediately on social media platforms, hoping to receive recognition and praise from others. However, according to Stoic philosophy, broadcasting these achievements can diminish their meaning. Instead, they advise to appreciate and embrace your achievements from within, rather than seeking external validation. Internal validation is sustainable and brings true power. Imagine a moment when you achieved a goal that you spent a lot of time and effort pursuing. Maybe it's completing an important project at work, earning a new certification, or simply completing a workout you've been working on for weeks. You feel a sense of happiness and satisfaction. But then you feel a strong urge to share this moment with your friends and family on social media. In the process of sharing, you start to wait for likes, comments, and compliments. Each compliment and encouragement gives you a temporary sense of happiness, but it can also diminish the inner satisfaction you initially felt. Instead of fully enjoying the moment, you become dependent on external validation, feel that your accomplishment is worthwhile. In contrast, the Stoics advise us to hold on to moments of success and silently appreciate them. Not only does this help you maintain lasting satisfaction, it also helps you build a strong inner confidence. When you learn to value and feel the value of your achievements without needing validation from others, you become more self-sufficient and less affected by external fluctuation. I remember a time when I achieved a personal achievement that I was very proud of. It was when I completed a personal development course that I had been pursuing for months. This course not only helped me improve my skills, but also expanded my vision and self-awareness. After receiving the certificate, I felt extremely happy and proud of myself. Initially, I intended to share this joy on social media to receive recognition from friends and family. However, after thinking it over, I decided to keep this joy to myself and only share it with a few close friends. I realized that holding on to these moments made me feel much happier and more fulfilled. I no longer had to wait for likes or comments to feel that my accomplishments were worthwhile. Instead, I learned to value and feel the value of my accomplishments without needing validation from others. Through this experience, I learned more about the philosophy of Stoicism and the importance of holding on to personal accomplishment. Not only does this help us maintain lasting satisfaction, it also helps us build a strong inner confidence. In a world where everything is so easily exposed, there is great power in holding on to some of your personal moments. Personal accomplishments and successes are precious moments that need to be cherished. Instead of looking for external validation, learn to value and feel the value of them. This will give you a quiet satisfaction and help you build a strong foundation of confidence. The Stoics understood this well and advised keeping your achievements to yourself so that they become a source of inner strength. 8. Secret desires. In life, everyone has secret desires, little dreams that they keep to themselves. These dreams are often cherished in the heart, where they are nurtured and grown in silence. Sharing these dreams too early can lead to them being trampled by the unsolicited opinions of others, losing their sacredness and value. Imagine you have a dream of learning to play a new instrument. You have always loved music, and the feeling of each finger moving on the piano keys or plucking the violin strings brings you boundless joy. However, you have never learned to play an instrument. One day, you decide to spend time every day teaching yourself the piano. You look for online lessons, diligently practicing each note, each melody. The first sounds are not perfect. You feel happy with every step you make. You keep this dream to yourself, not sharing it with anyone. You want to protect it from unsolicited opinions, from unnecessary advice that might dampen your initial enthusiasm. You know that for a dream to grow and be strong enough to face the world, it needs its own time and space to develop. Another example is my secret desire to write. Since childhood, I loved writing short stories, creating imaginary characters and worlds. However, I was never confident in my abilities and often kept those works in a drawer. One day, I decided to spend time every week writing, not for anyone else but for myself. I started keeping a diary, recording my daily thoughts and feelings. First pages may not be perfect, but they are the first steps on the path to realizing my dream. I kept this dream in the silence of my heart. I don't share it with friends or family. I don't post it on social media. I want to protect it from unwanted comments, from criticism that might discourage me. I know that when the time is right, I will share my works with the world. But for now, I need time for them to grow and become strong enough. The secret desires of the heart are not just the little dreams that we keep to ourselves, but also precious personal treasures. They are the source of motivation, hope, and guiding light in difficult times. Let these dreams grow in the silence of your heart until they are strong enough to face the world. That is the best way to protect and cherish their true value. Finally, remember that secret desires do not need to be exposed immediately. Keep them as personal treasures. Let them grow and become strong in their own way. When the time is right, you will know that these dreams are ready to be shared with the world, and they will shine as brightly as you expected. 9. Keeping your personal progress a secret can be undeniably sacred. Every step you take toward self-improvement is a precious treasure. When we quietly celebrate our achievements and growth, we not only honor our own efforts, but we also create a space for freedom to explore and grow without being influenced by the opinions of others. For example, imagine you decide to learn a new language. You spend hours every day studying vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. You feel happy and proud of your progress, but instead of sharing it with everyone around you, keep that joy to yourself. Each time you overcome a new challenge in your learning process, that joy and sense of accomplishment becomes even deeper. Not only does this help you stay motivated, it also creates a private space for you to be proud of yourself without external validation. Keeping your personal progress a secret also helps us become more independent and strong. Without the pressure to prove ourselves to others, we can focus entirely on developing ourselves in our own way. This helps us become self-reliant and not be influenced by external praise, criticism. We learn to believe in ourselves and our abilities, which is more important than any validation from others. Additionally, keeping your personal progress a secret also helps us avoid unrealistic expectations from others. When we share too much about our achievements and progress, we can unintentionally create pressure to maintain and improve those achievements. This can lead to stress and fatigue, and even reduce the joy and motivation in the process of personal development. By keeping our achievements quiet, we can enjoy the process of learning and growing without external pressure. Finally, keeping our personal progress a secret also helps us maintain humility. Instead of seeking recognition from others, we learn to quietly appreciate our achievement. This helps us to be humble and grateful for the opportunities and challenges that life brings. We understand that personal growth is a long journey and does not always need an audience. Quiet but steady steps will lead us to self-improvement and true happiness. In each step you take, remember that personal growth is a precious treasure, and keeping it a secret can bring inner sanctity and strength. Cherish your achievements quietly and let them be the driving force for the next steps on your life journey. 10. Emotions are deeply personal and complex experiences. We often feel the urge to share these emotions immediately, especially in the age of social media, where every emotion can be turned into a status update. However, sharing emotions in real time may not capture their true nature. Sometimes, emotions need time to be understood and processed. I remember the first time I went through a personal crisis. I wanted to share it with my friends and family immediately to seek sympathy and comfort. But instead, I decided to keep my emotions to myself and reflect on them. During that time, I realized that my emotions were not just immediate reactions, but contained many deeper layers of meaning. By keeping my emotions inside and taking time to reflect, I gained a better understanding of myself and what really matters. I have come to realize that the outside world does not always understand and sympathize with my raw emotion. Sometimes, sharing emotions too early can lead to them being misunderstood or even criticized. The outside world may not be gentle with raw emotions, and sometimes negative feedback can hurt deeply. So let these emotions mature in the silence of your heart. We need to give ourselves the space to understand our emotions better before sharing them with others. This not only protects us, but also helps us develop more self-awareness and patience in life. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Your support is the foundation that allows us to continue to bring enlightening content. If there are any topics or ideas that you would like to explore further, please feel free to share them in the comments. This will further our mission of providing you with deeper insights. And of course, if you found today's content valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest videos. Let's keep the flame of knowledge burning. Before you leave this video, take a moment to look at some more anti-Stoic habits that may be lurking in your daily routine. These habits can undermine your personal growth and inner strength. Remember, selective silence and keeping some things private are the foundation of wisdom and dignity. We need to realize that not everything needs to be exposed and that some secrets are better kept. These secrets will help us maintain our dignity, protect ourselves from unnecessary harm, and maintain our dignity throughout our journey. I would like to take a moment to express my deep gratitude to all of you for your incredible support and encouragement. Your continuous support has made me feel truly grateful and motivated me every day. I cannot express enough how important your support has been to me and how it has helped me overcome many difficulties. I am so appreciative and grateful that you have always been such loyal and amazing viewers. Thank you all for always being there for me and cheering me on endlessly.